Today I want to talk about Demon Slayer, but more specifically, a pivotal scene from Season 1, Episode 19. In this episode, our protagonist, Tanjiro, unlocks a new power level, the Hinokami Kagura breathing technique. And this scene just really stood out to me, and it was more than just great action and clean animation. To me, it was the epitome. It embodies everything I love about anime as an art form, when characters, story, visuals, music all come together in perfect harmony. So, first and foremost, the story. What I love is that at this point in the series, like I said, it's episode 19. This is pretty much the end of the season. And at this point, Tanjiro is still a unique protagonist in the sense that he doesn't have some one-of-a-kind ability. He doesn't have a special weapon. And yes, I know he has that super smell, but that hardly makes him like a chosen one like other protagonists. What makes him so special is his unique resolve, his empathy, and above all, his love for his family. And during this final battle, his sister is caught. She's getting tortured in front of him. His sword has been snapped. He's broken bones. He's just completely exhausted. And in this final effort, knowing that he very well might die, he recalls a dance that his father once performed. And in this dance, there is a traditional breathing technique. Tanjiro applies this to his fighting, to his swordsmanship. And it becomes a brand new thing. His water technique turns into a fire, flame, lava-esque thing. And at this point, we don't fully understand its significance. And it feels less like destiny and more like a memory of his father. It feels like his dead family rising within him. Then the music. When Tanjiro's theme begins, it doesn't sound like an epic anthem or a badass hard rock riff. Instead, it swells with emotion, love, grief, perseverance. It elevates the fight beyond spectacle, and instead it grounds it to something more human, more heartbreaking. And it's just such a specific type of theme that really has stuck with me. The years ago when I saw season 1 and even until today, every time I hear it, I feel everything that Tanjiro's feeling in that moment. Then of course, the animation. This scene is visually breathtaking. It isn't aiming for realism like Mappa or the films from Makoto Shinkai. Instead, it's very stylized, it's expressive, it's larger than life. Tanjiro's sword is emitting like a lava-esque fire with tons of glowing hues mixed with like the traditional hand-drawn animation. But what I love most is that even though this anime is so hyper-stylized, there's also a very cinematic aspect to it. It plays with cinematic tricks like depth of field. You'll see embers of the flame, or you'll see the sword or characters slipping between focus. And I feel like it just really elevates it, really makes it more immersive. And finally, the emotion. This is what makes the scene unforgettable. To me, this is what makes the scene stick with me after all these years. Tanjiro screams, he risks everything. We see flashes of his family. Nezuko herself is receiving a vision of their mother and using her blood art for the first time. And then, the abrupt conclusion. Tanjiro severs the demon's head, and the episode ends with the music continuing into a special credit sequence. A tribute to Tanjiro and Nezuko's family. And I just, that solidifies it, like that really brings it home. Like all these emotions are already swelling within us. All these emotions have been building. Instead of the beheading that Tanjiro does to this demon, instead of that being the crescendo, I feel like the crescendo is the credits, the gut punch, the family, the emotion, the mourning, and the celebration of who these people once were. So, to wrap up, to me this scene is not a peak anime moment. I'm not trying to say that Demon Slayer is the best anime, it's not even my favorite anime, but I feel like this scene wasn't about power scaling, it wasn't about hype, it was an overwhelming flood of emotion. What I love is that it's so unapologetically emotional, and I feel like that's the juice of anime. Hyper emotion, hyper stylized, everything is just dialed up. And like I said, in this scene, story, character, music, animation, and most importantly, heart is all merged together in service of the story in a way that I feel is truly unique to anime. I hope you liked what I had to say. I didn't expect to make this video during my rewatch for Infinity Castle, but I mean, this scene hit me the first time I saw it, and it hit me even more again. So I just really wanted to share this because it really stood out to me. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on my thoughts, and let me know what scene from Demon Slayer or what scene from any anime that is that for you. It is the epitome of what anime is, and it just really touches you specifically. If you like this video, check out my playlist. Check out my Exploring Topics playlist, because that's where I discuss specific topics like this than just a normal review. And then check out, of course, my anime playlist, because that's where I discuss anime. Thanks for watching.